What's that lineup?
Oh, so let me tell you. Let's get it started with this. Uh, I'm watching Wheel of Fortune, right? Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, and we've got a returning Pat Sajak. He's locked Ryan Seacrest in a closet, and yes, and I'm not even kidding. They did a whole bit at the beginning, and
Is everybody who's on this a host?
what'd you say, Dirt? You kind of keyed out there.
Is everybody who's on this a host?
Ooh, I still didn't hear you. Is that me or you? I'm trying to check.
Can you hear me, PJ?
Oh, now I hear you. Okay, now I hear you.
Oh, I asked, was everybody else on the show a host?
No. It's just Pat.
Because I feel like Jeff Probst could have really worked him.
I mean, Jeff Probst could have, but it's just Pat.
Yeah.
It's just Pat as the host. No other hosts. It's celebrities.
Drew Carey is really quick on his feet.
He is quick on his feet, but this was not a host edition. This was a celebrity edition. This means that we had different shows, and the first one was The Office, and we had like Rainn Wilson and Oscar, and another D-list Office cast member there.
I don't know.
Rainn
I haven't ever watched
star.
The Office.
Well, Rainn was the main star of The Office.
And he played
of this episode of Jeopardy.
White.
Yes.
Of Jeopardy?
Or Wheel of Fortune. Sorry.
And what was on the wheel?
I don't know, but let me get to what I want to say about it. Let me tell you. So in the second episode, in the second edition of it, they brought out the next celebrities, and it was Ben Schwartz, a.k.a. Jean Ralphio from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And he was there to promote Sonic. And
the hot dog?
And Pat Sajak was hilarious. Pat Sajak goes, he was like, "Oh, I've got Sonic on VHS." And then he's like, Ben, he goes, "Why don't you do your voice for me?" And Ben goes like, "Hey, it's me, Sonic." And he goes like, "Well, that's not much different than your regular voice." I was like, dude, Pat's just grilling Ben Schwartz right now, dude. Bring Pat Sajak back, dude. He's not done. He's proved it right now. He's about to Jay Leno his way back in and boot Seacrest out of here, dude. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm for it. I'm for the boot. Bring Pat back.
What's he booting Ryan Seacrest out of?
American Idol.
Ryan Seacrest hosts Wheel of Fortune.
America's Got Talent.
Where's Pat Sajak?
He retired. Did
my
you
God.
miss that? I told you he locked
And-
Ryan in the closet.
That's a different show than the one with Vanna White.
No, Vanna White is on the show still. It's Vanna White
She's
and Ryan
still-
Seacrest now.
Should be Ryan Seacrest and Randy. What's his fucking name?
Randy
Jackson.
Randy
Randy Jackson. Randy Jackson, the new Vanna White.
We're frozen, man. Randy Jackson. Why? Because
That's outrageous. They were on
well,
the
it
show
is a little
together.
outrageous that you, out of all the American Idol, people that Ryan Seacrest has worked with, that Randy Jackson would be your pick to host Wheel of Fortune with.
He's not a host. He's the guy who goes up and bring, bring,
What?
bring.
You're replacing Vanna White with a
Yeah.
black man?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, I guess. I mean, nothing. I mean, he's like what, 80? Like,
Still got it. Well, how old Vanna White? 120?
I mean, maybe you're not wrong. When someone gets a letter wrong or that's not there, you can hit them with a "I don't think so," dog.
Yeah, it's a nope for me.
Yeah, it's a no from me, dog. Should we bring in Simon, our old boy?
No, Simon would just make it his own thing.
He
He would totally revamp it. There'd be a panel of judges at the Wheel of Fortune. Because that's his thing.
Yeah,
He's
true.
like, it's got to be a talent show. It's got to be a
Yeah,
talent
I know.
show. People act like Simon Cowell came up with this great thing. All he did was put talent shows on TV.
True.
Yeah,
Well,
we did that in elementary school.
no, well, we didn't put them on television like he did. He was an innovative genius.
Yeah, I mean, he did make American Idol.
Yeah, and he sold it to every country in the world.
Yeah. Now there's like, well, no, he made Pop Idol, and then he made American Idol.
And now he's a like freaking quadrillion freaking billionaire, and he needs to die. No, wait.
What? He's
Welcome
a terrible
welcome
human
in, everybody.
being.
House Assembly 242. Dirt, clams, chip eating clams, and Josh, all here.
Oh, Cajun spice, Lay's kettle. Those are good.
Ooh.
Ah,
I got a brand new Coca-Cola. That sip was so good. I'm gonna have another. Oh man, bless you,
Oh,
Pat
wait.
Sajak. The best Pat. If I had a tier list of Pats,
what is this?
Pat Sajak, he's gonna be at the top.
I wish you would.
Pat McAfee's gonna be at the bottom.
What about Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Well, I was gonna say, can you think of any more Pats?
What is Pat short for? Patrick?
Pat
That's
Patterson?
it?
Pat Patterson. No. Patrick
Patrick
Mayonnaise.
Pat Mahomes?
Pat Mahomes. There you go. That's a big Pat. That's a big
That's a
time
big Pat. That's a huge Pat. That's a huge catch I just got. Reeled it back
big
in
time
with that
Pat.
one.
Yeah. Well, people still say Patrick, but I feel like as he
He go
gets
by
older,
Pat.
he's a Pat man. He's definitely a Pat man, and I feel like he should, just to kind of fart all over Pat McAfee's aura a little bit.
I like
you
farting.
know? People will look at Pat and be like, "You're not the real Pat. That's Pat Mahomes, dude. Pat Mahomes,
Patrick McAfee now.
Yeah, you're Patrick McAfee, dude.
Yeah. Which rolls better, actually?
Yeah. Is he
Pat
related to
Mahomes, Patrick
the
McAfee.
software man? He's the software guy.
He might be.
Yeah. He faked his death and he's disguised himself as a punter in the NFL.
What about the McCaffreys? Isn't there two of them now?
Yeah, one of them's on
Last
the
I checked.
Commanders. Excuse me.
Last I checked. Ooh.
Whoa.
What
Who's on my
position?
team?
What position does the younger one play? I don't even know his name.
Well,
I
he's
just
kind
know
of
he's
like an all-around guy. He's almost like a
Tyson Hill
yeah,
situation.
like a Taysom Hill type situation. I didn't mean to say the name and get you all riled up. It's we got a few months until football, so I don't want to get
Listen.
riled up and say the wrong.
Any
the trigger
excuse to invoke Tyson Hill, I'll take it.
Well, no, we don't want to invoke it. We don't. That's what I'm trying to not do. Is invoke
Listen.
it.
I don't know if you're aware of the quarterback situation down at New Orleans.
I'm not. I'm not too aware of it. I mean, I just know that you guys don't really have.
It's Derek
I know
Carr
that
and
they were
four
looking
other
at clams,
guys.
possibly that they were going to think about bringing in clams. I mean, they might as well. I mean, they are also looking at the bag of chips that Clams was eating earlier to come in and possibly play quarterback.
Getting a small dog, just a tiny dog. Really get in there and in between the legs.
I mean, there's
Leah
many
could do it.
options.
We could just switch every game
Is that
for
a
the
fucking
Saints.
fudge round? Clams
Black-
is sneak in a fudge round, dude. Mid.
No, I didn't sneak it. No, I just
Dude.
took a bite.
Bro,
Shout
I
out.
could see it. I didn't key out at all. That's a fudge. Dirt, do not tell me you're eating more fish on the show, dude. Stop. You cannot compete with
Oh,
Matthew
no.
Carlson. You cannot compete with Slow
This is
Jabroni. The fish, the tin fish connoisseurs of YouTube are not going to be able to. I mean, they're going to stomp you out, dude. If this is a Royal Rumble, you're getting tossed over the top rope real quick. What is that? Chicken of the sea? Wild caught sardines in Louisiana hot sauce. Wow. Are you
I
busting
mean,
those
can't
open?
get anybody that.
Dude, it's going to stink up
No.
your room again. You're going to complain about flies.
No.
Flies are going to find their way in,
You are right. I probably shouldn't open this in here.
you know? But you're hungry. What's a man to do? You're going to have to eat. You're going to have to finish the tin. You're going to have to lick it clean. Right?
No, I would, but you're right about eating it in my room. I shouldn't eat it in my room. I'm gonna set that aside and save that for after the show. I'm gonna eat this out back.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not snacking live today. I'm not. I don't have anything prepared. I still have that PB&J Reese's from last week.
Uh huh.
The strawberry.
Well,
one.
I saw the Mr. Beast Reese's at the store, and it's $3.80 for a 2-pack.
Yeah.
So for two pieces of candy, you pay $4 with tax. That's like the most outrageous thing I've ever
Yeah,
heard
but
in my
Mr.
life.
Beast is like wide mouth on the front of it. You don't get that
That's
with
true.
Reese's.
That's true. You don't
Yeah.
get that with Reese's. You don't get
You
that.
don't get that. You don't get that.
Well, I also
Mr.
just
Beast
don't
is
know how much.
open wide for a big, meaty
Mr. Reese.
Reese.
How much is a
oh,
Reese? How much
peanut
is a
butter
Reese?
What about a
don't know.
Reese Puff?
Reese's
No.
Puffs are awesome. If Mr. Beast tries
In
to
this
come after
economy.
cereal, I think we should put him down, dude.
I think yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You know, he is a beast after all.
I think we should send Mr. Beast to the Middle East.
It does rhyme.
Okay.
Let him sort all that out.
Mm,
He'll be like,
right.
I have all of the Middle Eastern world leaders locked in a bunker, in a silo, underground.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, he should
Yeah,
do
yeah.
some of these experiments and stuff to like.
I have Bibi
we don't
Netanyahu
like.
and the leader of the Taliban in a room together. Yeah. Dude,
You know,
Mr.
it's-
Beast could be the answer to world peace. We need to use Mr. Beast for good before he starts using himself for evil.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's already done that. He's gonna be doing that. He's already backtracking on Twitter, being like, I don't actually make all this money. I put it back into video. Like, why do you feel the need to like cover
He said that-
cover your tracks, dude, all the time?
Yeah.
He's always said
Kind of
that, though.
suspicious when you think about it.
It is.
He said he,
suspicious.
I've always heard him say that he didn't make his first $1 million till he had like $10 million or something like that,
When
because
you
he
have
never
that
actually
much money and that many views,
spent
dude,
it on himself.
you're hiding something. You should be
Oh,
flaunting it. You know, you should be full on Ellen DeGeneres. There should be a
How many-
There should be a Mr. Beast daytime talk show right now. Mr. Beast should be, having Kai Cenat on as the first guest, and then the second guest is, Carrot Top doing a cooking segment or something like that. Like, there should be
Will
full.
Forte.
Yeah, Will Forte. He's and he's there to promote the new Wile E.
There
Coyote
is,
movie that's finally coming out.
he's just there. He's there as MacGruber, and he's helping Mr. Beast out. It's Mr. Beast and MacGruber. No, I forgot what we were talking about.
Well, we
Yeah.
do that.
We do that from time to time. It happens, you know.
You shouldn't say I forgot what I'm talking about, because then it makes me forget, right?
But then I forgot.
Rewind real quick.
Rewind.
I can't rewind. I can't rewind.
That's like the curse of recording. We can't rewind it.
You're on a
We're live.
recorded line.
This line is being recorded for quality insurances.
No, that's what makes it good, is that there is no cuts, there's no edits, the forgetfulness
live.
is there. Yeah.
What's that? And the Mr. Beast stuff? You love Mr. Beast?
No, in our stuff. But yeah, that is what we were talking about, is Mr. Beast, Middle East.
I think
Dumping Mr. Beast in the Middle East, and he can go to
He's
war
like-
with Iran himself. That's what I think we should do. I think I just solved it. I think we put Mr. Beast out there. He's got the resources. He's got the talent. He's got the wide mouth to be able to take on whatever it is that needs to be solved over there. I'm not
he's
sure.
got the manpower to
We'll
actually
figure
do it.
out.
He's got the Beast Army behind him.
I think he should paint himself blue, dye his hair green,
Okay.
and call himself
Okay.
Captain Planet. And then people would start listening to him more.
Captain Planet, that was on
That was on everyone's mind. Where's Captain Planet when every natural disaster has happened, pretty much. But it turns out he's not real. It's just like Santa Claus.
Not real.
I feel like he'd make a pretty decent Captain Planet. If Mr. Beast put his mind to it, he could drop the Jimmy Beast and become Captain Planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's got the face for it. If you put some muscle on him, like all those like memes you've been showing me of him ripped and tanned, looking like he's on season 3 of Jersey Shore.
I haven't been seeing these memes.
So true.
Guido Beast?
Oh, Hood Mr. Beast.
Oh, Hood Beast. Can you still say Guido? That's so loud, right? That's a thing.
I have no idea. I'm not Italian.
You
I can't
break
give you
this
the
word
pass
out.
on that.
You can still say Guido, I think. It's like a Jersey Shore thing.
Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Jersey.
Snooki said it was cool.
Sure.
And she is the ambassador for all Italian.
Yeah.
Sicilian.
You know, I think I want another flood round.
Yeah, I know.
I think you're going to be 5'3", weighing 300 pounds.
My parents.
Well, good thing I'm not
went
5'3".
My parents went to visit Italy, and I was like,
Bring me back to flood rounds.
I was like, please, is Snooki there?
Speaking of Italy and Brown, let's get this going.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had a little bit of a. We got a little bit of shit talk happening here, huh?
Oh, we're talking shit.
Oh, yeah, in the literal sense. Now, this came across my TikTok feed the other day, and I thought we should talk about this on the show. This is a European map of the average bowel movement per week.
What?
Average balance.
And I'd like to point your attention to some really extreme things. You have the independent Irish. Is this the independent Irish? Yeah. They only shit twice a week.
You might have to pull up a regular, or someone might have to pull up a regular map there as well, so I know which countries these are.
And then we got Italy.
'Cause-
We have Italy over here. They poop 55 times a week. What is that per day?
Dude, no. That's common, dude. Think about it. This is a tourist attraction place. This is a place that's serving you mad carbs. Okay, this
People's
is a place.
bellies
Yeah,
aren't ready.
You're coming here and you're eating
food.
spaghetti. You're coming here, you're eating baguette. You're coming here, you're eating, pizza and the meatball, spaghetti, and you're gonna be having a nice sloppy dump.
France is-
in some public
France is
restroom there in
Spain.
Italy. That's gonna be happening.
France and Spain are the same situation. They're right behind.
Oh,
over
dude,
Italy.
it's the same thing. Anytime, dude. When I'm watching, okay, let me tell you right now. When I'm hunkering down on a nice Sunday morning, and I'm making my scrambled egg or whatever it is for breakfast, and I'm like, I want to put on a nice travel YouTube video. Let me watch some good old fashioned Mark Wiens or something. You know.
You know that dude's shitting 100 times a week. Mark Queens is a constant leaky faucet.
So I'm thinking. Okay, well we froze. It doesn't matter.
What country is this? PJ, research it. What country is this?
I'm thinking Mark Wiens might be responsible for some of these because I watch his France videos, I watch his Spain videos, his Italy videos.
He's in this region. You think he's contributing to this inflated number?
Yeah, definitely.
And now, is this Germany?
Where? The 46?
Yeah.
It's frozen on my end, so I can't see where you're pointing. But
That would make this.
I know
That would make this Turkey.
That is not Turkey.
No.
Turkey
I'm
is
doing
18.
geography.
Turkey is 18.
I knew we were going to
Turkey's
need a
here?
regular map. This
Yes,
is a
because
disaster.
Constantinople.
Uh-huh.
Because Turkey is in Europe
Yes,
and
yes.
Asia. So you see the line where the water. So go back to the right.
Yeah.
So-
So
that's Turkey.
and that's the
Black
Black Sea.
That's the water. That's the Black Sea.
Yeah, that's the Black Sea.
Really?
And if you go down, so you see in where that little isthmus is.
So
the
this
little
is
line-
Greece. This is
No,
Greece.
that's Turkey. To the
Uh-huh.
left
that's
of it is
still Turkey.
Greece.
That's what I
Greece.
meant. Yeah, this is Greece. Okay.
So the little handle there from Turkey, that's the European part of Turkey. Then it reaches across, and then that's in Asia. And Constantinople is like right in the middle.
And then this is where the giant statue of Alexander would have been.
I'm not so sure about that.
Anyway, what's this one right here that's just a one poop per week?
What is that? Yeah, that is
Country
what I
is
wanted
right
to
above
ask.
Greece.
There's
Oh, that
actually
is
two ones. I've
that's
spotted
not
two
good. I like it.
ones. There's two countries with the one.
It's right above Greece. What is that? Lithuania?
Yeah, there's Greece. There's one country.
Now,
Republic of
There's a
Macedonia.
country that doesn't have anything
Oh,
right there in the middle. Do you
Macedonia.
see that country right there in the middle that's not pooping at all? What's
Mhm.
going on there? Nobody's
Where do you see the country?
nobody's slop dumping there, huh? Nobody's
Oh,
dropping
right.
trowel and dropping a hot cone snake in that
I mean,
country?
if you know the region that you're like currently over, the Balkans, you know that there's a lot of contested ground there, so that could be
Ah.
the case.
Contested ground.
The Balkans, they don't like each other much.
now what is this one? 'Cause
Like I
this
said, I
one's
think
a
that's
complete
Moldova.
mystery. Oh, I thought you said this one was Moldova.
Yeah,
No,
see,
that's the Republic of Macedonia.
Oh, Macedonia.
Oh, Macedonia, dude. Yeah, they hold their shits in a lot. That's
Yeah,
I've
dude,
read
they're
that.
constipated. They're constipated.
I've
I
read
mean,
that.
it's all
They
what
eat a
they
lot
say.
of. They eat a lot of.
Yeah, I was right. That one's
pure-
Moldova.
Just pure cheese. No
And
fiber.
now, this is Ukraine. No,
Where?
no way. Seven's not Ukraine.
7 is Ukraine.
7 is
Oh
Ukraine.
my god.
Their numbers have dwindled, so
Now-
they're less dumps.
I want to point out the rivalry between Finland and Denmark. They have a state rivalry. And
Okay,
one of
first off, that's Norway and Sweden.
Norway.
Denmark is the little one that's right on top of Germany. Finland is the 7 to the right of Sweden. Sweden is the 15. 8 is Norway.
This is a between 20 and 30 number right here. So they're taking a
That
massive
is
amount of
that
trips
is that
over
is
there.
Russia.
No, this one's Russia. I'm talking about
Yeah,
this
that
one.
is also Russia.
This is also Russia.
Yes.
Yeah, he wanted that piece.
Oh yeah, he said I got to get this
It
piece
used to
because
be
I
a,
want to.
a former German city known as Kaliningrad, or well, I think it's called Kaliningrad now. It was called Königsberg. Königsberg. That's the original German name.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying. Whoa. You think that's just like his bathroom? That's what I would
So-
do.
I just
This is
put all my
what-
poops right
Yeah,
here.
especially if my name was
Putin.
Putin, I would definitely fly over
You know he's
somewhere else
pooping.
to
You know what I'm
go.
saying?
Yeah.
Oh, he's pooping all right.
Vladimir pooping.
And right now, Josh's dad is down here contributing to this 55.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
Right,
it's
yeah.
probably a big reason for the 55. To be fair.
I told you guys, man. Those carbs, those that spaghetti, that meatball,
Oh yeah, it's all just slop on carbs.
that
It's
red
just
sauce, that
It's just
oil.
sauce.
I'll be right back, boys.
The olive oil they put in there, people are just having these oily discharge dumps, dude. It's nasty in Italy, dude. If you do not want to be a guy that cleans toilets over there, because it's just
raining.
yeah, it's just paintball spatter, dude. It's terrible.
I wish we had a bowel movement chart for America.
Yeah, that's strange that there is no bowel movement chart for America.
For now.
Yeah. Probably because they can't keep track, dude. We're just, I don't know. There's days where I'm
Well,
like, why not? I shit like 5 times a day, you know? And then there's days where I'm like, I didn't
Oh.
shit today. What's going on?
I got
Okay.
another fudge round.
Dude, Clams, you're not going to shit if you eat another fudge round.
Oh, I will.
Okay? You might as well move to the Republic of Mesothelioma or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh no.
I don't mean to disrespect
only
Mesothelioma or the country, but I don't remember the name.
Only the Europeans have this kind of data. There's no data on this for America.
No one in
my
America
God.
takes poop.
We
That's
need to get a
because-
scientist on this. You know what? Jake's in the army. He could probably get a science program going for this.
No, that's
And he
because
cares enough.
European shit like little like Butterfinger
He would need
BBs.
to switch to the Army Corps of Engineers.
They shit like
Yeah,
little
yeah.
Butterfinger BBs, and they're hard as a rock. They barely have to wipe over there, dude. They have clean pinches like 24/7, pretty much.
Bro, I
Everyone over
wish.
there. Well, you should have a Europe digestive track, and then you'd be able to accomplish this. We know people over in the UK. There's fans. We've got fans in the UK, and they chime in all the time saying how they're.
I'm pretty sure there was a
their
thing
poop
called
is like
Brexit. I think there's a
like-
thing called Brexit that happened.
rabbit shit.
British people aren't European anymore.
What?
Yep. They left the European Union.
Saw this one too, but I don't know if this is
What does it
real
have
or
to do
not.
with their dumps, dude?
They're not European.
They're
So if
still
we notice,
they're still
So it wouldn't be a European digestive system.
what?
Let's get this.
The UK?
They Brexited from the European Union. Do you not remember this?
Oh no.
Tired of the euro.
So it's so what is it? What kind of dump is it?
I mean, they eat eels
Do they eat
and,
jelly
and meat
eel?
pies. I'd
so
probably
they're-
imagine some pretty nasty things coming out.
they're having they're having a slop trough. Okay.
Yeah, they're having slop trough.
I didn't realize that they were more like the Irish, the UK.
No. Why do you think they have 32 shits per week?
Okay, 32. I mean, I thought that was low.
The Irish don't take as many because it's a lot of potatoes they're taking. They're a little backed up. I get it. I understand. There's also lots of dairy and butter happening. They're like, woo!
They were taking 2 shits a week over there in Ireland.
Oh shit, 2 shits a week in Ireland.
Which
Well,
is weird.
I mean that's the low numbers, dude. That's like I gotta have 2 a day. You know, I feel like that's
2?
healthy.
I
Yeah.
just do one.
I usually do about 3 a day.
Holy
3?
shit.
Whoa.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, baby.
Well, sometimes there's that. Sometimes that morning one isn't quite ready. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little later, but it still ends
yeah.
up being 3 for me.
Yeah. So I count that
It'll
as
turn
one.
into like, oh, I got to work now. I gotta go.
Yeah. Well, the work dump is, you know, we've talked about it before. It's sufficient because it gives you that little, you know,
It's also
that little time, that little extra
Yeah.
time.
it's a fictional thing too. It's not really happening.
Yeah, sometimes it's not really happening. You're just in there
Yeah.
with your ass out in a
You're just
room.
there farting. I can't tell you how many
Sitting
times
in
I've
there.
gone to the bathroom because my stomach is fucking hurting me, and I just sit there farting. Like, damn. It's just gas.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, you know what? It's better that I'm over here farting on the fucking toilet instead of accidentally shitting my pants.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude.
I say that every day I wake up. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That you didn't shit your pants.
Thank God. No, just thank God.
I say a prayer every night before I go to bed. Please
Yeah.
don't
Thank-
let me shit my pants in my
thank-
sleep.
No,
Dude, me
thank
and
God that we
Lori-
have this thing.
Me and Lori watched an episode of Cops not long ago. It was an old '90s
Oh.
episode, and this dude was like he had shit himself, but he was fleeing the police, right? Right, and
We had
then
to dump the load.
dude, he throws his fucking shit pants out the window, and this shit smacks the cop windshield.
Yeah, it's a weight reduction and a smoke screen.
Yeah, dude, and I was, dude, that
Oh,
shit was
amazing.
hilarious. I was trying to go to bed too, so I was like, damn it, dude, this is so funny. I can't go to sleep. I was like, we gotta change the channel because Cops is too good. This guy's throwing doo-doo pants out the window. I was, dude, they pulled him over, and eventually, and then he of course tries to run, and he's just got like whitey tighties
naked.
with brown all over him, dude. He's just like covered in shit. This man. I don't know. I think that was his defense. Like he was like, I'm gonna cover myself in poop. The bullets will whiz right off me. These guys won't be able to catch me. I'll be too slippery.
Gray's right there. They'll ricochet back.
Yeah, it was somewhere in Ohio. I don't know what was going on in Ohio at the time, but you know, I think it was like 93, maybe something like that. The cars match up with the time period.
All right, hold on. Let me Google this. How many poops did it take in Ohio?
Oh, you're not gonna find it.
There's no information on the American side though. We don't care about data like that here. We don't care about real science in America.
Which state poops the most?
We need to convert to the metric system, and then we'll know.
Alrighty.
If I had to guess, it's Texas. Because
know what
they're
Adam.
one of the biggest, and they have. Whoa! Where'd you find this? You found
I
the
just-
data. This is poops per year.
Poops per year is pretty good though. That's
This
some
is
good
average
data.
number of poops per day.
1,000 poops in a day.
No, 1.5,
What?
2.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
my God! This.
So
That's
1.5
1.5. It does
per
look
day.
like a
That is
15.
the average.
15,
I see.
15
That's
shits a
1,
day.
1.5, 2.
Oh my god.
Damn, Michigan be pooping. It's all the cheese.
Bro. Oh, well, that's Wisconsin. isn't
Well,
it?
no, wait, that's Wisconsin. Where is that?
They're down at the bottom. 37.
Shitting less than everybody in Europe. We're all one poop a day. We're one poop a day country. The
Yeah,
entire country.
Wow.
And that's what
You
makes
could be
us.
taking some
And that,
shit. They're in the top 10.
Oh,
They're
damn.
in
We're in
the
the
Listen.
top 10, dude. Number 9.
listen, and that's what makes America united. Okay,
Yeah.
we were all like trained to do one shit a day.
Right there.
Anybody in the top 10, I guarantee you, is stoked to be in the top 10. They're like, hell yeah, we be shitting. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's proud to be taking big dumps. And
I
smoking
thought
big
Texas. I thought Texas would be up there.
It's just
And you think that
Dude,
Michigan?
everything's bigger
being
in Texas
so
except their dumps.
cheesy.
Those guys are taking puny ass dumps. Can't even make the top 10. You got Maine beating your ass. You fucking shrimps.
Missouri.
You got Wyoming over there beating you, and Illinois.
You know what I'm saying? You got people like Tony Hinchcliffe out there shitting
I don't
rabbit
know what's
turds.
going on in the Carolinas. Honestly, the South, the East Coast seems to not take a lot of shits.
It's just that healthy diet. We have a great diet. in
Louisiana,
America.
South Carolina,
Yeah.
Missouri, Rhode Island, North Carolina, New York, Florida,
Yeah.
Now,
Have you,
I wanna-
Massachusetts.
have you ever had Hardee's? It's a great diet.
Just no shit. Like, you got North Carolina, which is right here, which is
Yeah.
42nd in poops.
Yeah,
And then
that's
Virginia, just right across the border, is number fucking 9 in poops.
Well,
And
dude, I think all the truck drivers from like North Carolina and South Carolina, they're coming up through Virginia and they're taking big dumps. They're taking big slops.
Also, I want you to notice the number of
Virginia is
poop that
not
Virginia has.
importing shits. These numbers are not inflated by imported shits. These are all homegrown shits, all from real.
Oh my God! You think
and-
these, are they? They're all homegrown. How do they determine this number?
Oh, you broke out.
How do they determine this number?
Yeah, how do they determine this number?
If these are all homegrown,
This
Logs.
All American Waste Services Incorporated surveyed 1,277 people from around the United States, asking them 2 questions: How often do you poop, and in which state do you live?
300 million people in America, and they
Yeah,
only
but-
interviewed 1,000.
They were probably 1,277, but they're still probably able to divide that down to each of the states.
what?
So there was like a certain handful from each
Here's
state.
what they need to do.
I
They
wasn't
need to hook
surveyed.
up a
I don't know
device.
about you guys. I wasn't
Hook up a
surveyed.
device. Hook up a device to the toilets,
I didn't get
and
surveyed.
then measure how much poop is coming through that toilet per household.
Damn you, John Cena!
How often should you poop? There is no
Once.
set number.
What?
It can extend from 3 times a day to just once every 3 days.
We've done this so
That's-
many times. I feel like we've looked at.
We
how
have
many-
talked about this. See, I'm the 3 times a day category.
Yeah. And I'm in the 1 to 2. It depends.
You know, it's also true that there's things like IBS and stuff like that affect people, and there could be more people that have that.
I'm one
in
of those
some the
people that
other
like if
states.
I eat like
Takes way more
beans
points.
and shit, like that shit is gonna I'm gonna like if
Not
I
me.
eat a bean burrito from Taco Bell, I'm gonna like dump relatively quickly.
Nah, see, here's the thing. I disagree. I think Taco Bell makes you shit because of the greasy meat. Because all I eat from Taco Bell is beans, and I don't have the shits.
Because I eat the beans too, and I do not have a problem with Taco Bell
but
one bit.
Clams eats the black bean.
No,
Well, I
mean the
eat
refried
both. I
beans.
eat both. I eat the black beans and the refried beans. Because sometimes
The
I get
refried
just
beans
a
are
regular bean
good.
burrito.
The black bean cancels out
Sometimes
the
I get a
refried.
piece of bean and rice. Sometimes I just get like one of those burritos and the potato fucking taco. Because that shit goes hard.
I will get the beef tacos. If I'm getting tacos, I'm getting beef tacos. But that's just
But a lot of times I do like to get
a
like
meat boy
the
thing.
black bean chalupa or black bean crunch wrap.
I'm not a big black bean kind of.
Hold on.
The transition-
Black bean.
The transition
I'm
from
almost
poop
90%
to
positive.
Taco Bell meat was so funny.
It's seamless.
I'm almost 90% positive
There-
you
there-
use black beans to make refried beans, but I
said-
could be wrong.
He said they're
It might
greasy
be navy
bean.
bean or pinto. I think it's pinto to make refried.
Dirt said their refried beans are so good, and then he leaned back and just thought about them for a moment. I saw him.
I did.
You were like, "Oh, they're good." We were just talking about domes.
I
how-
immediately
oh, wait
don't
a minute.
care about
Okay,
pizza.
so
How
you
many
can-
of these
you can
states
use
have
it-
Taco Bells?
all of them. It's America.
How many states have the most Taco Bells?
That's another good question. But I will say this: back to the refried bean question, it depends. It can be made with pinto beans, bayo beans. Never heard of those. Black beans, mayocoba beans, cannelli beans.
Oh,
Only pinto. Only pinto for me.
No, black beans, baby.
And I'm gonna stand by that.
yeah, I'm gonna stand by Pinto.
Okay, so outside
or
of pintos and black beans are the most common option for making refried beans.
Yeah, I can tell by the color which one they're gonna do, and I'm a pinto guy.
I'm a Pinto man.
You should eat more black beans, though. They're apparently highly nutritious.
Yeah, but so are just beans in general. I don't need steroid beans.
Well, some beans are better than others. Not all beans are created equally.
I like green beans too.
Yes, they are, dude. Dirt, you were
Green
no.
beans.
Dude, Clams.
Green beans are my
after you
second
went
favorite.
after you went to bed last week, don't let Dirt fool you. He was out here preaching the word of like 1,000 bean soup or whatever the hell it was. He was like, oh, He made his background 100 bean soup.
It was 15 bean soup.
15 beans. See, look at that. Look at that. He's correcting the recipe. He knows the recipe. He's probably got it written down somewhere.
It's my favorite
Don't
bag
worry.
of beans. It's
Dirt
my
is-
favorite bag of
worry.
beans.
Dirt is a supporter of all beans, including lima. It's disgusting. I can't believe
I
it.
love lima beans.
Dude, those are
They-
gross, dude. Oh,
No, they're not.
like-
lima beans are
they
delicious.
fucking
like
nasty,
buttery.
bro.
Yeah, you don't
like
like
little
butter
bits of
beans, so you're telling me
butter.
you don't
No.
like fucking butter beans.
I don't like that
Mhm.
waxy like feeling on my teeth. I don't like
You're
that shit.
crazy. I love butter beans
I feel like
so
I
much.
feel like I'm eating one of those rubber
So
balls out of the 25-cent
good.
machines. I feel like,
That's crazy because they don't taste like rubber balls. They taste like it, or not taste, but feel like any other bean whenever I bite into them.
yeah, I'm not a big fan of the bite. I
You
guess
must.
that is.
Someone must not know how to cook your butter beans if they coming out like rubber.
No, they're not like rubber. It's with the bite, the initial like waxy kind of. I don't know. They got a
You
waxy
can get them
texture to
without
them.
the skin on them.
I don't want de-skinned beans, bro. What the
What?
fuck, man?
Who's de-skinning my bean?
It's too much work, dude. Limas can get out of here. They're lame.
Look at that bag. You're telling me that's not the best bag of beans?
Yeah.
It's a 15 bean soup bag of beans.
Bean soup. 15 bean soup.
I love beans.
There better
Yeah,
be 15 beans in there, dude. They better not be bullshitting me.
there's at least 15 in there. Let me count them. One.
There's probably more than 15 in there, honestly.
It's probably closer to Josh's 100 beans.
Beans and poop shit.
Oh. I have good news.
Good news.
I got new shoes.
Cigarette
Oh.
juice. Ooh, those are so dark.
Yeah, why are they that black? Whoa, they have like a super black. They like.
Yeah, they're like.
Super
No,
black?
they're just fresh. Maybe it's the camera, maybe it's the lighting.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen.
Yeah.
I haven't
Some
seen
new
the
slips?
black. What the hell's going on?
The black
Some
on
new
black with the
slips.
gum bottoms. Oh yeah.
I haven't seen the red tag in a while though.
That only comes out on the all blacks.
Clams, you got to get yourself a freaking 10-inch wide cruiser deck.
I'll show you why I got new shoes.
And go flying down the street in that son of a bitch. That'd be sick.
My 6'4".
New shoes, clams juice.
All right, here's the old ones.
Oh,
Oh.
yuck, dude. Bro,
Just-
your foot was just hanging out of that? What are you, fucking Fred Flintstone?
Oh hell yeah, dude! I was fucking flopping every day wearing these, but I didn't wear them I have a pair of classics.
Dude, those things are nasty,
lace-up
bro. Those
plastics
things
that I wear.
Those things have,
The-
like...
these are my I'm doing bullshit in the yard shoes.
You gotta duct tape those.
Nah, you leave it open to let the air in, so that way your feet
There's
doesn't
more
get too
bugs
sweaty.
living in those things than in Bob Marley's
Nah,
jams.
there's no bugs
Those
in
are
there.
Nasty.
Look at the bottoms. They're getting flat. Not really. They're
Ugh.
not that bad.
My gosh, dude. You might as well bury them. Let them become one with the earth.
No.
It'll take about 3 days.
My mom wants me to throw them away. I'm like, no. These are my lawn mowing shoes.
Those are not lawn
Can't
mowing
do it.
shoes, dude.
Can't throw them away.
You're going to get a twig in that boot.
Check this out.
Nice.
Dirt.
Can't
you
wear
need to
these.
Throw these shoes away, guys.
But I'm gonna put shoe glue in these and fix them. I'm with
Okay,
PJ.
so
I can fix these. I just put some shoe glue in here.
Hey, you know what? My feet are still in the shoe and they haven't fully came out, so they still work.
You
Look at
can
this
go to-
dumbass
You can go to,
Adidas.
like, any,
It's
you
just
get-
like flip flop.
yeah. Where'd you get those, Clay? Did you get those at a, let me guess. Let me try to guess. Did you get those?
Wait, I can guess too. Don't
Yeah.
answer until I guess too.
The Van store is too easy. He wouldn't just go to a Van store. No. He went to,
I'm gonna guess Journeys.
that was going to be my first guess because it's the easiest option, I feel like.
Well, it's also
And they're there.
right there. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, and I've bought shoes there many times. It's the
I
most
didn't go
convenient
anywhere.
place to buy shoes.
You just ordered them?
Yes, but
I didn't do anything.
Oh my God, the
Someone
Vans
bought 'em.
Ferry. Tony Hawk himself showed up to his
wonder,
house.
where did they buy them? Find the receipt.
My mom ordered them. I think
Mm.
off the Vans website.
Damn it. Damn
Jesus.
it. I was having fun picturing Clams walking into a store.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a funny story about that though.
You
I think it
walking
was.
into a store.
So I went to Coastal Edge. This is when I worked at Cedar Road,
Yeah.
and I don't know if y'all remember. I didn't have the cook vans. Like I ended up buying later on, like the non-slip, like
had a
spill resistant.
Yeah, I had a
vans.
few people in the kitchen that would wear those things, and I'd be like, God damn it.
But I used to just wear regular Vans for like the longest time. And one day I went walking around a corner and my shoe ripped from the heel and my foot just straight came out of it and I was like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I'm barefoot.
I gotta get new shoes. So the next day before work, or after work that day, I don't remember exactly. I think it was after work. I went to the mall, I went to Coastal Edge, and I went to go, I think just buy like a new pair of the same shoes I had. And I was like, yeah, I need a size 7, yada, yada, yada. I get them, I go back home, and I'm like, they gave me a size 7 in women's.
Oh,
What
shit,
the hell
those
would
shits
they-
were tiny?
Yeah,
they're
they
probably
were
like a
way
size
too
4.
small. Like, I admit, I have small feet. I wear a size 7 in men's, which is pretty much as small as they go.
Yeah,
But I I was like, I need shoes. So I had to go back, like, before work the next morning. And I had to work a day shift. So I had to go in, and I was like, hey, I just need to exchange these. I needed a size 7 in men's, and these are a size 7 in women's.
Nah,
and they were
dude,
like,
you should've
oh,
just-
I'm so sorry.
You should have just scrunched up and worn those bad
Nah,
boys
there
into
was
work.
no way in hell my feet were fitting in them things. I was like, this is not happening.
That would have been so
They were like a
funny,
size 5 in men's. I was like, no.
Dude, it would have been
That's
so
like 2
funny.
sizes too small.
You wouldn't have been
Ain't
able to
happening.
even see your foot, like, over your pant leg. Like, petite feet, feminine step. That song?
Excuse me, I burped.
No, those are, that's actually a hard, from what I understand, that's actually a common shoe size, and it's a hard shoe size. It's always one that's sold out. There's like 7, 10, and 12 are sold
Well, I feel
out.
like 7 in men is sold out, quote unquote, because like Vans is like unisex. I mean, for the most part, there are some
Well,
shoes
all the
that seem
skate
to be
shoes I see
gender.
is like 7,
Yeah.
10, and 12 are the ones that are
But
sold out.
I think, wait, hold on, let me double check. I think this is like a 9.
12 is the one
No,
I noticed the most because that's my size.
This is an
Well,
8.5
we
in
have
women.
all 3 sizes right here. I'm a 10.
I'm 12.
I think 8.5 is a really common women's shoe size, so I think that's why.
In a Converse, I'll go a half size down or something. Like if it doesn't have any padding in that shoe, sometimes I'll get a 9.5.
Oh, I had my feet scanned at the Red Wing store, and they said I'm a size 13.
I want to have my feet
Oh, shit.
scanned there. See, my boots are fine, my work boots, so I don't need
Yeah.
to buy any new ones.
But when you do get Red Wings, the Iron fucking Warrior, or Iron Ranger, they'll last you 100 years.
Well, they're also really expensive.
Yeah, they're like, well, yeah, they are, yeah. They're like
They're-
the most expensive shoe I've ever bought in my
They're
life.
so expensive.
They're like $350.
I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
remember when I had
it's
to
a
look
shoe
for
store
getting-
that's still open. That's crazy. I mean, they got to be.
I mean, Vans is still
Sharp.
open.
Yeah, but I mean, Vans is like a skate shop. It's essentially a Zoomies with a Vans logo on the outside.
Well, just
Vans
like
is also a name, like they're selling their name too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, well, I mean, they sell clothes, but so does like Red Wings.
To be honest, Vans aren't gonna last nearly as long as a Red Wing. Like Vans last a few months of hard
Well,
work.
to some
whereas a Red
degree,
Wing
they're
will
not
last
meant
50
to.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're meant to break away. They started off as boat shoes. They were meant for
Yeah.
yacht club. Like they were yacht shoes.
This is true.
I think the specific shoe you're wearing, the slip-on, was like the
think
first
it
one
was.
they had.
Like, yeah, I only really know the skate shoe history because they do make a lot of other shoes that aren't skate
Well,
shoes.
I wouldn't say skate shoes came out till after basketball shoes came out because they're kind of just a knockoff. They're like a play on
Well,
the basketball shoe.
Yeah. People wearing Converse
Well,
and
they're
shit.
just a play on the sneaker in general, which was
tennis
like,
Yeah.
yeah, tennis shoe, the sneaker. Those were like the athletic, what was modified into different sport shoes.
All the different sport running, fucking walking shoes nowadays.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
I think what they call them in England is runners.
I have a pair of walking shoes with a big ass thing on the back, the big ass foam thing on the back.
So
for
I'm
your heel.
so weird about those shoes because
They
like
don't feel weird. They feel weird actually. Yeah,
I think they look weird as fuck.
they do
for
look
one.
weird.
And two, I always see the heaviest people wear those shoes.
Yeah, dude.
So all it does is just like squish them down.
That's
And
true,
considering And considering some of those people have some crazy stances, they're like squished down in a weird
Yeah,
slope.
you
and you're
got
like,
what's his name? David Lucas's giant ass walking up on stage on Kill Tony wearing those things, and he's just like making pancakes out of them. My goodness. Yeah, I don't like those shoes at all. They remind me of the Nike Shocks, but less cool.
Remember the Nike Airs from like the early, just like our childhood?
Bro, I had a pair of shoes that had like a pair of skate shoes
I was
that
a
had the
child.
bubble in it, like the cool bubble. Remember when you could get a cool bubble, bro?
That's what I'm talking about, dude. I had a pair with like the blue bubble.
The blue bubble. I don't know about the blue bubble. I know just like the bubble, like the.
Well, they're probably like a fake ass pair of shoes. I was
I had
like,
a there was a bubble that it looked like it had like I don't know like a Sprite poured into it or something, like it was carbonated inside the bubble. You know what I'm talking about, Clams? You know what I'm talking about.
carbonated.
Yeah, it was
Like a
very
beverage.
yeah, it was very lava lampy.
Lava
You
lamp.
get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I believe the shoe I'm talking about, actually, I can picture it and I'm just now thought of it. It was the Mike V2 Etnies. Mike V2. That was the shoe that I had that had a bubble in it, and I thought the bubble was sick. And it was a Mike V Etnies.
hey, these are just like classic Etnies. Oh, they had a bubble. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on.
they did. Oh, let me see. Let me see if this is it. There they are, dude. I had those, and they had that bubble in the back, and I was like, dude, that bubble is gonna make me skate good.
At the time, I loved the way these skate shoes looked.
Me
but
too.
now I fucking hate them.
I still kind of
found-
like them, dude. If you were,
I
if you-
don't like
if you
if
were
I
to
were
s-
to buy
yeah.
Etnies, I would buy these.
No,
These are the ones I was talking about. They're
Not me.
feeless.
yeah, not me
These
anymore.
these remind me of like Adidas or Pumas or any of those shoes. Which, fun fact, those.
I mean,
guys
I would
are
wear
brothers.
those to like walk.
These are the ones I
around in.
had
don't
as a
hate,
kid.
I don't hate that. I don't like that
I
colorway
had
at
the-
all. Oh, the Calicuts, yeah, these normal. The E, they've been bringing back.
I
that
think I
E.
had one where the E was like plaid or
I'm
something.
not a big
shit. I don't
fan
know.
of that E for some reason. I like the other one, like that one.
I like this one better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
like
like I
the-
wasn't a big fan of like the DC puffy shoe kind of thing.
No, not too puffy, but I did like some puff because there was a time
like,
when,
these are nice.
and I think it was when I got out of skating the most, when everything was just so thin, dude. Everything was so thin. Like,
Yeah.
Like this shit was so stupid.
Which one is this shit?
Like
Oh,
these.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I would never.
now that's the Ross Dress for Less special there.
Okay, I'll show you the only Etnies I ever wore are the ones with the E on them.
Yeah,
all the way
that's
over there
one
to
we
the
were
right.
looking at,
Right.
We got like the ones like this or this.
No, not that E. Like the sideways.
Oh,
E,
this
like the M. Yes, that one.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah,
the only
the
ones.
Cali
And I wore them in like fourth grade through like fifth grade.
I knew a lot of kids that had the Etnies Sal 23s. That's another one that were the big ones. SAL 23s. Those are they just reissued them actually, and I heard that they weren't good. That they're cheaply made, and I mean all Etnies are kind of cheaply made at this point. You know, they're
Yeah. Well, they're not a company anymore, right? Didn't they go to?
no, they're still around. They're around more than ever. I don't want to get into I don't know all the details off the top of my brain, but I did watch a video, Fusilli Grind video on it, and he knows what he's talking about. So,
Yeah, he's got the inside deets, the scoop, of the what's
Yeah.
happening.
yeah, with the shoes.
Those
But
are-
but I liked these, dude. I used to think these were cool when I was a kid. These Etnies Sal 23s, because of course there was like a kid that was older than me that had a pair of these that skated good, and I was like, yeah, dude, I need that shoe.
That'll do it for me right there.
Yeah, but I don't like them now. I'll show you. Can I tell you another one real quick? You can look up one too. I got another one. Puma shoe.
Why did
Well,
you?
other
Just-
Yeah, you could have
Yeah,
just typed
true.
in shoe. You didn't have
it
to.
is true. I like how you
birthday
put it
shoe.
in parentheses. Though I did like how you parentheses it.
well, sometimes doing stuff like that will like if you're doing like an actual search, it'll stop that from being in the like.
You
what
want to see
you're looking
some?
for.
How about
Oh,
these
It'll
sure.
shoes?
just specify that it's like this object or whatever.
These shoes are rare. They're
These
from
Pumas?
Japan.
No, those
No,
are
these
the
are-
Tigers.
Asics. Those are Asics.
Asics?
No,
I
they're-
can't see. Sorry.
You're both right. They're Tigers and Asics. They're what do they call it? How do you say the word? Onitsuka Tigers, but they're actually Asic. But these
Oh,
are the
okay.
these are the what are they called? The GDMs, the SDs. They're skate shoes. So they're like they're not.
Oh, yeah. I saw that they have like a skate team now and stuff. Asics.
And then I
GSM.
got the GSM. Yeah,
Honestly, I
and
like
you
them.
can't. Yeah,
I like them. I like
Then
the
I
green
got
and yellow.
the-
I like the Sprite. I like the Sprite look over there.
and they're all leather.
Yeah,
Every single
I love
one.
that. The shoes I've been buying, the ones I just got are the Converse.
These shoes.
I bought Converse. The ones I'm wearing, or the ones I have.
Suede. Mine are suede leather.
Hmm.
They're gray. They're gray suede.
Yeah, I like this. This is nice for a low top. I wish this was in a high top. This is nice.
Ooh.
I'm more of a high top guy now.
Ooh.
That red tops.
Ooh.
I got weak
Red.
ankles.
Red stripe. But they also have like a Nike toe cap kind of situation going on. Kind of squish.
Yeah, kind of. I see what you mean. Right here.
Like they're like really in between basketball and skate shoe.
It's funny
Look
when I
up
read
the-
I had Asics.
Look up
Asics
the
for my wrestling.
regular. Look up the regular Tigers.
This is my shoe.
I had a pair of those, but mine were blue. Yeah. So that's what the regular Tigers look like.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So ASIC is like
This is a nice
an-
shoe. I approve of this
Asic-
shoe.
ASIC is an American and English brand, whereas Onitsuka is a Japanese and Mexican brand. But it's the same company.
I will
You
say
go
these shoes
hard.
peel a little bit though. I don't like how they peel. They come away from the shoe. I need to put a little super glue in there. I don't like that.
Never had a pair of Converse that are actually a good quality shoe. I've had like 5 pairs of Converse in my entire life, and every single one has been really bad quality. I don't
These
like
are
Chuck
good.
Taylor.
These aren't Chucks. These are like skate shoes. These are.
I know I had a pair of high
I
tops.
forget what
Like
they're
those,
called.
but
The
mine were blue
only
and white.
so
don't know.
I don't like wearing high tops of like Chuck Taylor's specifically because of my little ankles. It looks weird.
Yeah.
So I'll
I
wear
don't
the
like it
low-cut
'cause
ones.
It rubs my ankles.
But I will say the all black ones.
They look sweet.
I used to have those. The only problem with the all black ones that you don't have with like the OG
Mhm.
is that this like black film right here is like a really really thin layer and it just starts peeling
It's not
off.
actually black rubber. See, that's what
Like,
I'm talking about with
There's
Converse.
like rubber
Um,
underneath of it to some
that's
degree,
what I'm
but like
talking about with
there's like a
Converse.
little film. But this one it doesn't have that. The
I'm
white,
not,
the
I'm
white,
not into
the
any
white
colors
one's
except
fine.
all white. I like all white.
All whites are very nice.
Like all white or cream, like the cream color.
But I had the
ones.
original and I had the black.
I've had green Converse, I've had yellow Converse, I've had brown Converse, I've had black Converse.
I knew a girl in my high school that had these, and I was like, every single time I saw them, I just was like, ugh, because I just imagined that they smelled terrible.
Oh, I'm
They used
sure
to
your
get
whole
caught.
leg up in there. Ugh.
Yeah,
Had that leg stank.
that leg stank, that
Yeah, that
sweat.
stanky leg, dude. Now those brown ones right there.
These
I like
ones
those
go real
brown leather.
fast. These
Do you
ones
know
go
about
real fast.
Do you know about PF Flyers?
Yeah, I know about PF Flyers.
I think those are
I
cooler
know
than
PF
Converse.
Chang's.
Show Josh the PF Flyer.
He's seen Sandlot.
Is that in
Now, what do you
Sandlot?
guys?
Yeah.
what do you-
There they are. Yeah, dude, these are cooler.
I don't like these at all.
You don't like the toe cap on them?
Yeah, I don't like that.
See, look, Sandlot 25th year edition.
Good. Okay.
So I would, yeah.
Yeah. That's
They were
iconic,
like-
though.
It was like something brought up in the
Yeah,
fucking
no,
movie.
this looks like
too.
something Burberry Airy would
Oh, look,
wear on
yo.
Instagram. I don't like these at all.
Well,
looks
these
a
are
little-
limited edition one. There's like regular.
These are
looking-
cleats. No, someone painted this.
Yeah, I don't like these.
Oh, I see.
I don't like the toe.
You don't
I
like the toe.
this. I don't like that.
I like the toe.
Don't like that.
I also like the silhouette better. It's got a more slanted heel thing going on, rather than just like straight.
I kind of prefer the
Looks better.
straight personally.
Looks better to me.
But I'm also the person that had a fucking.
Doc Martens. See, okay.
Yeah, I had like the fucking vegan boots.
And I've heard about the vegan boots that they're not like, they just fall apart real quick, don't they?
No.
Like the
Corey's got a couple
okay,
pairs.
maybe it's I don't know.
It depends on how you really wear them, but they're
The
meant
box.
more for style than being worn as actual boots. At least they're platform ones. But not. Would you believe me if I told you I used to date a girl that wore these?
The
Yeah, I think
clogs?
I think we've all dated a girl that wore those.
The Mary Janes, yeah.
I don't know. I was never looking at their feet to see what they were wearing on their shoes.
I'm a big style person.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Dirt on that one. I'll like just notice someone's outfit. And
Like
I'm
the
like,
first thing I judge people on is their style.
I think. Well, I mean,
It's
yeah,
like
but
it's
I
like
don't
the
think I
Ryan
was-
Gosling meme where
I
he's
don't
just
think
like,
I ever gave a shit like with what shoes. I didn't judge her on like what shoes she had on. I guess I don't know.
Shoes
I
are
wasn't
kinda-
necessarily
deal
judging like that, but judging in the sense of just like observing.
See, I like those combat ones right there.
Well, this is like skinhead.
They're not really. Yeah, they
That's
are.
how they normally look.
I mean,
That's
they're all
basic-
kind of skinhead.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
I mean, that's kind of the thing to some degree.
Skinheads
Look
That's
at
are
the
like-
look at the low cut ones. That's like a
Listen.
skinhead in church.
We need to take back black boots. We can't let skinheads have these. These are.
Well, here's the
classic
thing
style.
about skinheads. It sucks that you have to explain this, but
Well, the lace coat thing died. That died in the early.
yeah, I
early
know.
10s.
No one
That's all
does that
done.
shit.
Yeah, and if anybody told me I had to take off my laces, I'd punch them in the mouth. Like, get out of here. I had on my boots right now. I've had like all different. I've had red laces, green laces, brown laces, black laces. I change out the laces, son. Now, what is it made out of if it's vegan? Is it just rubber?
Like probably plastic leather. Yeah, these are the ones I had.
The lace up. Damn, those pants are nice. Never mind, they're faded. Like a weird brown poop color. Don't like
Those
that.
pants are nice.
I don't like when they put brown fading into
Custom.
pants because they just look like shit. Yeah. Now look up. Hold on, I'll just do it.
The synthetic material.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Explain
figure that out. I was gonna look up
explain
something else, but I'll do that too.
Yeah, that's how you know it's like the heel loop on them is also different from the normal ones.
It's not that strap.
It's a strap, but it's a different color. It's a yellow one. I forget what it is normally.
It's a synthetic material, obviously, which with polyurethane and microfiber.
So like a plastic.
So it's like well, it's like kind of like a weave that they dip in the plastic.
Plastic weave.
Plastic weave. How's plastic vegan? Isn't it made out of organic? Like,
Mm,
well, I guess it's
technically-
made out of algae. You could
Yeah, it
just
was
make
made out of
yeah,
like decayed plants essentially.
yeah.
Doc Martin.
Yeah, so it's normally like a black strap with yellow writing, but if it's the vegan, it's just a straight yellow strap.
I do like the boots. Like the boots are nice. All their boots are.
Yeah. I'll show you my boots.
I also used to have a pair of. Excuse me. Let me go look at.
Oh.
Clark's. Go to specific style. Okay. I hate when it does that.
What are we doing?
Yo, I hate that shit. There they are.
Slippers. There we
Man.
were. I saw us.
Some fucking desert boots.
Oh yeah.
The ultimate like
Oh.
hipster shoe.
Oh,
No,
there's a
I'll tell you the
hipster
ultimate.
shoe.
I have the ultimate hipster shoe. I have Chelsea boots. With the
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
you know what
No,
I'm talking
I
about?
just
I've
remember
seen those.
these-
I've seen you wear those.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get them like this though. Look at that dirt.
Ugh.
I don't
I know
like
that's.
these.
I know that speaks to you.
No,
I don't like
these at
desert
all.
boots. I never liked desert boots. I always thought they were whack because they have like the two lace thing in the front, and I hate that.
I love.
Yeah, these are gross.
I hate the two lace thing.
This is what I love. These.
Yeah.
You know, these were made. These were made right before World War One, when Europe or when Britain was invading Africa. These were made for that invasion.
This is some shit Jim Greco would skate in. This is like some.
These were made for colonizing.
These were made for
150.
Yeah, that's a lot
sold at
for.
150 by Clark's.
I don't mind those ones.
Why are they
I would
so
wear those with
tilted
dress
like
shirts.
that?
What?
It's for walking. It's for walking, so that like when you step forward, you can actually bend your ankle forward.
Oh. I can just
Yeah,
walk in like a regular
mad
shoe. Though.
comfortable, actually.
These boots were designed not specifically Clark's, but this specific boot style was designed by the British military. They put some research and develop it into the functionality.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, this is Clark's though. Let's see.
Well,
what do they say?
well,
A rough
The
boot
Clark's
cut from
originals.
Cairo's old bazaar.
That's Africa.
Okay. Worn by beatniks, mods, Britpop bands, and Jamaican rude boys.
Yeah, this is like the 1950s though. I'm talking about the 19-teens.
well, you're talking about the invasion of Africa, but that was World War II.
Was it two?
Yeah, that was two. But
Yeah,
that would have
World
still been
War's mixed
after.
up.
The 50s happened after World War II, regardless.
Right. Yeah.
Let's just type.
Dessert news.
I love desserts. Dessert boots.
No, dessert
That's not what I
news.
meant.
Wow.
Wonder what it's gonna show here. Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
What you got?
This is like a British website.
Okay, is it British or is it? Did they succeed from?
They're not as old as Clark's.
Did they exit?
Ooh, I don't like these. These
No,
feel like
these are even
weirdly
worse.
lower. I don't like that.
We were just talking about how the slant is like a better look than the straight across, and this is why I hate the straight across.
Well,
These
the
look
other
like
ones
something-
go up a
look
little
like-
higher. I
It
feel
looks like
and I
something
like
Tom
them.
Bombadil would wear. Like,
No,
I
these
kind
are
of like
better.
these ones. I kind of like these ones though. I don't
These
know
are
why.
better. These are better.
oh, shit.
These are much
I do
better.
like the one.
These
you
look
see
like
the
a
third
shoe.
one?
These look like I could draw it. The other ones look like I fucked up the drawing.
These feel more mid-rise. The other ones feel a little bit more high-rise.
Yeah, these are more comfortable. These look like a nice.
I do like the stitching on this one. I don't know why. These seem nicer.
PJ, look up the Iron Rangers next.
I hate the way that I don't know if it's just Edge, but like I hate the way like if I search something then click a link, it opens the link in a new tab every time.
I think
no,
you can
Google
change
does
that, right?
No, Google does not do that to me. Oh,
Yeah, I've seen these.
Those are
I
the
like
boots
that.
I'll be rocking. I've had those for like 2 years now.
That's a nice boot.
But there's
Yeah, but look
one-
at that fucking price tag.
Fuck
Holy
that.
shit. Holy shit, dude.
But listen, I'll be able to pass these boots on for the next like 200 years.
You're gonna pass them on.
Yeah, there's gonna be
Yeah,
somebody's gonna inherit these boots from me.
Say, tell your nephew, I want you to hand you down these boots there, son.
I'm gonna get them resold here soon once the soles wear out, and I'm gonna get some combat soles like the Doc Martens have.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you gotta go to a cobbler.
Yeah, I'm keeping them in business with my boots.
These
I
don't
have all that
a-
stuff. I have all that stuff too. All that care package bullshit.
This doesn't have.
It's got a Goodwill leather, or Goodwill.
Damn.
So
Damn.
that means it's actually. Oh no, yeah. So the
I
Goodyear
couldn't
Rubber
wear
Company.
these. I couldn't
Why
wear these
not?
for work.
The Goodyear.
Go because they're not non-slip. No, you can't. These aren't work
Well,
boots.
no, that actually isn't the big thing for my job. It's because they don't have steel toes.
Oh yeah, they only have a leather cap toe.
I need steel. I have to have steel toe.
They make steel toe at Red Wing. They just don't look like
Yeah,
that.
not in that style.
No, this style is the coal miner boot from the 1800s.
That's the original 1812 U.S. Army boot right there.
I mean, it kind of, in a way, is.
I like a good.
Oh,
These are more technical than the army boots were, though.
it's not even that time yet. That's close, but it's not that time yet.
It's not that time yet, but Clams, do you want to talk about? You have Star Wars on the docket. What's that about?
Star Wars. It's great. Everyone should
Star
play,
Wars,
watch,
come
or read it.
It's great. That's it. I
great.
like Star Wars.
I watched Andor's both seasons.
Oh,
It's
so you're
amazing
talking
show.
new Star Wars then?
So
It's a
I've
great
watched
show.
I've watched season 1, but I don't really remember it.
There's a recap.
Oh yeah,
But
okay. I probably
there is
did.
like on Disney Plus. There's like Andor season 1 recap. Like you can like watch. But yeah, it's great. It's awesome. It's a great show. I suggest you watch it if you can, if you haven't already.
I doubt I will. Let me be honest. I doubt it. I don't know. I've fallen off on the new Star Wars stuff.
Hear me out.
I need a good
Oh,
10
yeah,
years
I'm
from it,
with
dude.
that.
I need a good 10 years.
So it's
Yep.
not like any of the other new Star Wars stuff.
I can still go back and watch
think
the
of
old
it as
stuff,
the, like,
prequels and the
It's
old
kind
ones.
of like a spy drama in its own right. It's so the creators of the show wanted to write a good show, and it just happens to be a Star Wars show. If that makes sense.
So the creators of the show would want to make a good show.
Like, I've been like,
I'm just making a joke.
did you watch Mandalorian at all?
I saw it. Yeah.
It's way better than Mandalorian.
I don't know about that. I don't hear anybody talking.
No,
about it. I don't
look,
hear anybody talking about a small baby Yoda. Okay.
There's a reason though. I watched. Granted, there's only 2 seasons. I watched both. I got binged fucking both seasons of Andor.
Did you watch
not
Rogue
even-
One?
I watched Rogue One. I've seen
Yeah.
Rogue One already, but I never finished the first season of Mandalorian.
What?
Oh man, that's a good show. It gets a little
Yeah,
it gets a little convoluted at the end.
So
where
Yeah.
my
so
buddy
much
at work was
bullshit's
talking
happening,
about.
but it's okay.
We were talking about it, and he's like, Mandalorian felt too like family friendly, family focused, and it felt like every episode was kind of an adventure of the week. And I was like,
Western.
and I
in a way.
kind of didn't like that either. I liked how like Andor, it's like a story, and each episode you're kind of like, okay, well, what happens next?
Yeah, it's-
Like a very serious. I don't know. It's kind of like I said. They're trying to set up the rebellion and stuff like that,
Sure.
and work under the Empire's nose.
Now,
And
you're reminding me, you're jogging my memory on the last thing I did watch, and it wasn't Mandalorian. I did watch the first season of Mandalorian, but then I watched the Boba Fett.
Yeah, that also that was the Boba Fett had the season 3 of Mandalorian in it.
Yeah, that was pretty much the Mandalorian part, but that season was much different, and at least the second half of that season was
That was when I realized I
Pretty
don't think I'm
gritty,
out
I
on
thought.
Star Wars.
yeah.
I thought
mean, it was, but they were trying like too much. I remember they had like kids on like motorbikes with like
Those
Yeah.
movies killed me for me.
yeah, it did kill it for
Also-
me. Yeah, and I was
also
like,
the
I need a
fact
good
that-
10 years.
Season 2 of Boba Fett had like 3 episodes where they didn't show Boba Fett at all, and it was Mando the entire time.
Yeah,
It was weird. It was like Mando doing his thing on a completely separate mission.
yeah,
Had nothing to do with Boba Fett at all.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause-
I'll just have to take Clam's word for it, I think, because I don't know if I'm ever going to come around to.
I will say with Andor, they only like ever mention like the Force actually one time, and
Yeah,
have
because nobody
anything
knows
that.
about it. The
Well,
Force, right
kind
before
of.
New Hope. This is like the day before New Hope, pretty much, right?
Well, no, it's the day before. Yeah, New Hope. That's the fourth one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not the day before, but it's right before Rogue One, which is
Which is the
then
day
right before the
New
like
Hope.
leads right into New Hope.
Yeah, it's the pre-credit skate.
Like literally the
well,
final
okay.
episode of
Oh, yeah,
Andor
at
season
this
2
point-
went straight into Rogue One.
At this point, the Emperor had eliminated every remnants of the Force, and anybody in the galaxy who'd like known about Jedi were like gone. And like we
That's what
only
he thought.
know about Jedi because we've seen Coruscant. There's like people
Well-
in that universe that don't even know if Jedi are
No,
real.
there's plenty that didn't know.
They,
but
like even
He
during the
didn't
Jedi
get rid of
Council,
all
that-
the Jedi. He got rid of all that he knew of.
sure, but like the
But
The idea of
Obi-Wan still
Jedi was
survived.
gone.
Yoda
That's
still
not what I'm
survived. The
saying.
two
Oh my
like
God.
most powerful ones that he should keep an eye out for survived.
that's not what I'm saying. Was there like a line of people lined up outside Obi-Wan's tent? That's what I'm saying. Nobody
Well,
knew
no.
the Jedi
Well,
existed.
of course they had to go into hiding, and I'm not saying like people knew they existed. Shit, people barely knew the Jedi existed even when the Jedi were around.
That's
like,
literally
active.
what I just said, PJ.
I know. I never disagreed with you.
I'm
That's
so
why I was like, "What are
confused.
you talking about?"
Genuinely
You-
so confused right now.
Well, you're
Well-
talking about like Sidious got rid of all the Jedi. All I was saying was they weren't actually gone. They were just hiding.
I will say though, Dirt's mic has keyed out a couple times. I don't know if it's for doing it for you, but I missed a couple of your sentences, so I don't know
No, it's okay.
if
It's okay.
if that contributed,
got it.
because I kind of lost what you guys were talking about at the same time.
Saying right
I mean-
before A New Hope, nobody knew Jedi existed. There was 2 left, and they were in hiding.
Yeah, I feel like they've.
So
Yeah, if you
the
did
reason
know,
that they
you're
don't
a
know about
powerful
the Force
person.
in Andor is because of that. Nobody
Well-
knew the Force existed. Even the people who like talked to Darth Vader didn't even know the Force existed.
Oh no, I knew that the Empire they kept it suppressed intentionally. They didn't want people to know about it at all.
Do they think he was
Um,
magic?
Well, no, because so there's. I'm saying this. There's a Force healer. So like people have heard of the Force, whether or not they believe in it or not is a totally different story.
Yeah.
People do know about that. They just not everyone believes in it or knows it to the extent either. They just like they've heard of it. They think it's some sort of religious thing and it's related to the Jedi that have existed, and they were these kind of like sages or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they're, like looked at
and
in the
so-
same vein as like Hercules today. It's like, did that actually happen?
Yeah, that and just like alternative medicine, like some woo-woo magic bullshit.
The monks.
Because like
They were also like looked
Yeah.
at as like a freakish cult too.
They were.
Yeah, yeah.
They're a bunch of Tony Shalhoubs.
But my
Yeah.
point was there's like a Force healer that does something in one episode, and which it's not like a whole big thing, or it is, but it's not like the whole episode. It's just like a moment, and then like I think it's one of the last 2 episodes where like Bail Organa just says, yeah, he says to I think Andor or someone else, he says like, "May the Force be with you," like keeping that thing like on the nose.
Yeah, because he knew Yoda, like
Well-
personally.
Yeah, he did, I guess.
Well,
yeah.
Disney was like, we're not allowing this show to be made unless you throw one of those.
But you
in."
also got to think about the fact that the Empire only was around for 18 years.
Episode 3 director's cut. It shows Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Bail Organa discussing the custody of the twins.
Well, so, like I said, like, I mean, because obviously Obi-Wan was still alive, and not everyone knew about him in the first place. But
He
like,
died.
He's
well,
Ben
eventually.
freaking Kenobi.
But like I said, you got to
When?
consider like
I never saw him.
the
die.
time between like the actual Battle of Yavin and when the Empire actually fully arose was only 18 years.
Yeah.
So it's actually not that long of a period of time. So
Yeah, but think
just-
about 18 years ago. Iraq War was just starting, like 9/11.
Whoa, no, I was gonna say it's 18 years and also
Never
a
forget.
galaxy of people. So there's just like
Yeah.
an unfathomable amount of people that are or aren't. That's what I mean. Like you were talking about, like when we were saying, like even when the Jedi were active, people just didn't really know and or believe in it because they didn't see it. They had no reason to.
You know what George Lucas's inspiration for the Jedi was?
monks.
The Bene Gesserit.
What is that?
I kind of see that, but not really.
He originally, in the
Anthony
original
Jeselnik?
script, he called them Bene Jedi.
Well, it's funny because like I know he got a lot of his ideas.
He got everything from Herbert.
But
He got everything from Herbert, Kurosawa, and American westerns.
it's funny. It's funny that he like did like the Jedi are based on the Bene Gesserit, and I'm like, I don't know. That's more like the Sith.
Well,
Being
yeah.
all manipulative and trying to like have quote unquote power and create this like
Dark
super
Sidious.
being. Yeah. Create their own Darth Vader.
Oh yeah,
has-
Vader and Muad'Dib are pretty much the same thing.
I mean, the whole point of fucking Dune is like, Paul is not a good guy.
We lost Josh like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, you're too deep into it to where I know anything. I'm just waiting for them to finally
Can I say something real quick, Josh?
have a revamp and bring back.
You sound like-
I was gonna say every time you talk, there's a loud, piercing noise that comes through.
Really?
You sound like a Russian sleeper channel.
I don't know if your mic's like not properly plugged in, like loose or something,
A Winter Soldier in a second.
or if something needs to be reset. Because sometimes fucking computers are weird. I don't know. Because you started talking, and I heard like
No.
like behind you, and I was like, okay, that's awful.
It sounds like Morse code.
Yeah, what are they trying to tell us?
No, that's good. We're good on.
Oh, it's gone.
Maybe I was just being too loud. I was too close.
Maybe.
No,
You said-
they're making.
No, hold on. Let me finish my thought
No,
here.
it's still bad. It's still bad.
It is?
Yeah.
Shit.
You know what it is? It's the feedback. It's feedback from your wire. Your wire is going weird. That's what it is.
Oh, I've never had a feedback issue before.
It's gone now.
Weird.
Yeah, it was feedback. It's exactly what it sounded like.
I didn't hear it on my end, so I think we're good recording-wise,
Yeah.
but sorry.
Welcome back to the galaxy far, far away. I had no idea that Mel
wait.
Brooks was still alive.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about that, Spaceballs. The thought I had is that I think the only way to revamp and to finally make do with people like me who don't want to come back to the series at all after 10 years is to give us what we all want, and that's a mini series of teenage Snoke. What was his name?
Do you know what Snoke is? Snoke
Yeah, I
is
was
a
gonna say.
Snoke is a clone from Luke Skywalker's hand mixed with Palpatine's DNA.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to see teenage that thing. Just kind of like going through the ranks of school.
I don't.
And having to find a girlfriend and
I
ask
don't
her
think
to the
his life
prom.
was like that at all, to be honest.
What?
Snoke?
Yeah, I think he was just being raised and groomed by Palpatine to be the new emperor, essentially, and had a
Well,
terrible, terrible upbringing.
Well, he
It
was a
wasn't fun.
vessel. Snoke is a vessel for the Emperor's spirit.
Yeah, I mean, he never got to really use it.
He's
but-
like trying to Orochimaru him.
yeah, I know.
PJ, have you seen this? Have I shown you this?
Yeah, Snoke
can't
was
see it.
whack, dude.
Oh, is that the miniseries?
It's
I was trying to make him cool again.
Special edition director's cut. Dune. It's the movie, I guess.
If it doesn't have, fuck, I
It's got
forgot.
Artisan.
What's his goddamn name? God damn it, the mayor from fucking Portlandia, Kyle MacLachlan. If it doesn't have Kyle MacLachlan in it, it's not the David Lynch film. It's the sci-fi miniseries.
This is the. Pretty sure this is the David Lynch film. Came out in '86. I didn't know there was a third version of Dune.
Seems to be a lot of versions of it.
Oh yeah, the Dune
Yeah.
miniseries came out in 2000.
Oh no, this
So
is
that-
from '86, but this was
that-
copyrighted in 2002. No, you're talking. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about You're talking about Children of Dune.
No,
You're not talking about Children of Dune.
Children on the Corn?
no, hold on. Is this your fucking cover right here? Because I couldn't really see it because it was fucking keying out the entire time. That's why I was like, I can't tell which cover that is.
No, but it's the same actors. Yeah, it's the same actors, different cover.
It's like Kyle XY.
Oh yeah, he didn't have a belly button. That's all I know about him.
Or was this the cover you were showing me? I couldn't see it.
Nope.
This
Oh
is
no,
the,
that I've seen that one. That is the movie. What do I have?
That's
yeah,
the
you have
Adventures
the,
of Alan
TV
Strange.
miniseries. I mean, it was probably put all together to be a full movie. Have you ever heard of what was that?
Ooh.
Fucking Diary of Rose, some bullshit.
I
It
got
was
some.
fucking-
I don't have a movie, but I was just recently watching some
What do you-
random things on Netflix, and I was like, "Let me watch this." And I watched some Osbournes, the original Osbournes. I started at episode 1, and by
Is
episode,
they-
well, dude, let me tell you, at episode 2, dude, you get a big surprise. Jack Osbourne brings his friend Elijah Wood over.
Oh yeah, dude. Elijah
And,
Wood's the
and
man.
Elijah Wood watches Ozzy clean up dog shit. It's fucking awesome, dude. I was like, this is a great show. I watched like 13 episodes in a row. I just let it play. And yeah, Jason Dill, pro skater, he was one of his friends at one point. Jack Osborne was just like, I think people were like, I think they were paying people to come be Jack's friend.
That's definitely what's happening. Now, if you like Elijah Wood, you should check out this little thing called the behind the scenes of Lord of the Rings.
I didn't say that. I didn't say I liked Elijah Wood.
I know, I was making
hate
a
him.
joke.
I want to
I
fight
was
him.
making a,
No, I'm just. I love
I was making a
Elijah
joke
Wood.
because there's like more behind the scenes of Lord of the Rings that's out than actual Lord of the Rings.
I'm more interested behind the scenes of Wilfred.
I bet you could find some behind the scenes, but it's not going to be as much as the trilogy itself.
And you know, it's a. I'm going to announce now that it's about to be a very Lord of the Rings summer. That's right. I'm going to watch the second Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god!
Yep.
You got to watch the director's cut because the second one has a lot that's cut out of it.
Well, I will. I watched the director's cut of the first one, so I'm gonna.
That's a long.
I'm gonna keep fit. Yeah, it was a long movie. It took me like 3 days. Remember?
What's the last thing you saw? Gandalf fall down the fight the Balrog, right?
Yeah,
I saw that movie.
yeah.
No,
Something like
no.
that.
Fellowship ends with Boromir dying, and then Frodo leaving the Fellowship. Frodo and Sam leave the Fellowship.
I'm gonna give myself a proper recap of the first film before I go dive deep into the second one.
So you're gonna rewatch the first one and then watch the second
No,
one?
I'm just gonna watch like a recap, dude.
Oh, yeah, I could give you a recap.
Or I'll
right
go
now.
on Wikipedia and read the first film synopsis, which is what I usually do, you know.
All right,
I'll
fellas.
give you a recap.
It's
Gandalf.
that time.
But I put it in my queue. I put the Lord of the Rings, the Twin Towers.
Oh, I got rid of the sleepy one. Oh my god, I got rid of the sleepy for this.
Oh no. Anyway,
Oh no!
I
Sleeping
don't want
in
to
it.
sleep now.
Yeah, dude, I'm not keeping it late this time either.
good night, everyone.
Good night, clams.
I'm
Swing,
gonna drift
swing.
off to Honk Shoe Land.
First Lord of the Rings movie is Gandalf going to Bilbo Baggins' birthday party, and then at the birthday party,
Sick.
Bilbo disappears
No,
with a
they do
magic
coke.
ring.
I remember they do a bunch of coke, and then Gandalf pulls out his weenie, and everyone's like, "Dude, that's public indecency," and he gets arrested.
That's not too far off. They smoked a bunch of weed and Gandalf lit off fireworks.
Yep. Yeah, I know the parties that he's pulling off. I know the shit he's trying to do.
Dude, Gandalf, that's actually like a argument that him and Saruman have is Gandalf smoking too much weed.
Yeah, he's too. Yeah, I remember that. He says that in the
He's
first
like-
movie.
Yeah, when they meet up in the castle,
See, I
and
remember
Saruman's
shit,
like,
dude.
you've been hanging out with the hobbits, drinking, smoking that weed
Bro,
too
I
much.
remember stuff because only because we made such a big deal out of it, and we did like 3 shows on it. So I've talked about it, the first movie, like quite a few times. So there's stuff
okay.
I remember.
Do you remember my boy Boromir, who gets such a
Yes.
bad rep
Yeah, he gets a bad rep, and he's kind of like
because he
Yeah.
tried to take the Ring of Power, which any human man would do.
yeah. And people are like, "Oh, why do you do that?" And it's like, "You would do that. I would do that. I want to do it." I'm watching the
Yeah.
movie, and I'm like, "I want that."
Yeah,
I'm like straight
I
up
want
that
it.
woman from Napoleon Dynamite with the sailboat. I'm like, I want that.
Then Boromir also redeems himself once he breaks out of that corruption and fights the Uruk-hai.
Yeah, I will say I had trouble with remembering all the names. That was the part I had trouble the most with was like names like Boromir. And,
There's actually a fan theory that Frodo, the character Frodo, doesn't know Legolas's name
possibly. I didn't.
because Frodo never says Legolas the entire first movie, and then they're not reunited till the third movie, and he just goes, "Hey, you!"
Yeah.
He says everybody's name. He's like Gimli, Gandalf, Merry, Pippin, and you, and he says you to Legolas.
Yeah. Well, maybe he had trouble saying it. Maybe Elijah Wood had
Mm.
none of the takes were good.
Yeah.
We want to keep him faith in there. Dirt, oh wait, I just got a Discord notification. What the hell? That you're streaming. Leah needs to chill out, dude. She keeps screaming. It pisses me off. I already told her to go to bed.
School's out for summer though, dude.
Yeah, but she stayed up late. Oh,
Oh,
something happened. I clicked the wrong button.
school's out for summer. What else do I have on this docket? I know I put
But,
something else up
I
here.
think that's it, dude. We don't got much else. We don't need to do anything else. We've been going a minute. Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
That's
We
a
talked about a
solid
bunch of
episode,
nerd
dude.
shit on this
We talked about
episode.
fucking poop and Star Wars. And,
And
shoes.
I could talk about shoes all day. You know how many pairs of shoes I
Poop,
have?
shoes, and Star Wars. God.
I got like 7 or 8 pairs of
That's
shoes.
gonna bring in the
Well,
views and the clicks, though. That's what people want nowadays. That's they're looking for unfiltered, unsolicited banter. Poop, shoes, and Star Wars. I mean, you can't ask for anything more. To be honest.
I could
I
pull
don't
out
think so.
I'm pulling out a DVD right now. This is the Brendan Fraser Mummy trilogy that includes this includes the Scorpion King.
Why? That's the worst one.
It's got the Mummy Returns, and the Scorpion King.
That's the worst
Dude,
one.
The Rock ruined this box set.
He ruined the franchise.
He really did. He's the worst thing about the franchise. But then I also have this Brendan Fraser weird mummy movie that I never watched with Jet Li in it.
Oh yes, this is a little bit after. This is another mummy.
You can
that
see
moves
the
back.
you can see the thrift store price for this was $198.
Oh yeah.
But I bought it on a
Dude,
50%.
someone said
I
it's
only
the best
paid-
in the series. There on the front, that little blurb.
Wow, it does say that. That was Robert Egert. Holy fucking shit. That was Robert Egert when he was a writer for the New York Times.
You mean Roger Ebert?
Yeah, Roger Egert.
Ebert?
Ebert, whatever his name is, the dude who wrote the fucking Nosferatu movie.
What? Oh, no, that's Roger Eggers.
Oh shit, okay. Different guy.
Yeah.
I got so crazy just then. I was like, holy shit. He reviewed this movie and said it was the best movie of all time. And then he made Nosferatu and others like the Norseman. The Northman.
that's
That's
not
the only
him.
other movie I've seen of him is the Northman.
I haven't seen that at all. I haven't seen
It's
either
a-
one.
Pretty good movie.
I haven't seen either one.
Honestly, it's better than the Brendan Fraser Jet Li Mummy.
Now, this one I'm
Return.
considering checking out. This one I'm considering watching this instead of the Twin Towers.
What were you gonna watch with Twin Towers in it? I can't name one movie that has the Twin Towers in it.
Oh, I meant the Lord of the Rings. The
Oh.
Two Towers. My bad.
Two Towers. See, it came
I
out the
keep
same
saying
year.
Twin Towers. That's my fault. And it's not
But
on purpose.
No, everybody does that.
Yeah,
It's because when the movie came out, 9/11 had just happened.
yeah. Twin Twister, Twin Tower.
Twin Tower, Twin Twister.
Yeah, twins.
Now-
Danny DeVito, Arnold. We were just talking.
What do you
about
think
that.
about? What do you think about the complete on
Oh
the
my
table
God.
good eats with Alton Brown?
Oh my, dude! I love how he's keying. The back of him's keying out, so it's like he's here. You should just duck out and let Alton be. I should just interview Alton.
I picked this up specifically to resell, and then I was like, I don't think I can resell this. I think I have to keep this forever.
Yeah, I think you should prop it up and set it on your nightstand, so he's always kind of like, he looks
Is
like
that
he's
way?
expecting the best out of you. You know, he's like, come on,
I can
man.
hear him. I can hear him through this key.
Don't be a
this-
line
this-
chump. That food better be good. Like that's what you know.
Oh.
That's what he's saying. He's really giving you the business. Everybody
Yeah,
go down into the notes, the show notes down below, and hit Dirt's eBay store down there. He's giving it a refresh since the last episode, so everybody check that out.
I gotta put more stuff up there. I got more stuff to put up there now. More
You
stuff's
might have to
going
put
up
that
there.
Mummy DVD. There's probably people clamoring in the comments, just wanting that.
I got DVDs. I got DVDs for sale. Let me
People
pull
are
out
like,
just a random.
Mummy, Jet Li. Whoa.
Oh, I'm selling this on DVD.
that's
It's
good.
season 4 of The Big Bang Theory.
God, you know people are gonna want that. That's a hot ticket item.
Dude, that is a
Hot
classic.
ticket Sheldo, dude. That's
What about-
adult Sheldo.
What about?
People love
Hold on,
Sheldon?
I got 2 more for you. Here's
You
a
can't get enough Sheldon.
season 7 of Family Guy. Don't you want that?
Season 7. Wow, dude. Talk about a good
I
season.
think I got this one up there for $4 or
Now,
something.
that's volume 7. That could have multiple
And
seasons.
then this is a sealed brand new copy of Jackass 3,
wow.
unrated.
Wow.
So you can see in this movie a diarrhea. That's my one takeaway from this entire movie.
There is a diarrhea in that movie, and if you are a fan of that type of humor, you can check that out, and it's brand new. It's a
Oh, I actually have something really cool that I am selling. That's DVD related. Picked this up. I'm pretty
Dev'd.
sure I showed this on the show, maybe. This is a Chinese 100, just 100 Disney movies in Chinese.
Oh, that's interesting, kind of.
It's got this book, and then you open it. Oh, geez, they're gonna fall out.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's just a bunch of DVDs in there, but they're all in
there's
Chinese.
like-
Are they? Have you put one in to see if they're dubbed?
No, I haven't. I just immediately put this on eBay for $70. If you want to buy this,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Are they-
100 movies for $70. You're actually stealing from me if you buy this, and I might call the police.
Yeah, but I need to know if they're dubbed, dude. You should probably check that out and put that in the. That's big.
Dude,
ticket
everything
info
about
for-
this is like, I'm pretty sure they're in
No,
Chinese.
That's really big ticket info if you're gonna be buying that.
I should know that actually.
Because I'd be a little disappointed if I thought they were gonna be in Chinese, and it's in
What about
English.
Dixie Chicks Wide Open Spaces? Nobody has this.
Yeah, they're just the chicks now. They took the
That's
Dixie
right.
out of it because that's racist.
Well, they didn't want to be associated with those people anymore, and I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
they should have just changed the name entirely, though. They should have just changed the name to Pixie Sticks.
They should have changed it to Ulysses S. Grant Chicks.
The North One Chicks.
Yeah. The South will never rise again, Chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do I got? Oh, I got. Whew, this is a hot ticket item right now. Get these before the holiday season
This
kicks
is
in.
the-
This is Shrek 1 and Shrek 2.
Oh my God, Dirt! You know they're gonna be making a fifth Shrek. They're making a fifth Shrek. Dirt, you're gonna have to get that one for your collection when it comes out. I know you've got your own personal Shrek collection. These are extra
do,
copies.
actually. These are anything in this drawer is an extra copy.
Yeah, he's got copies of everything.
I got both of these on my DVD shelf right now.
Yeah, he's got
somewhere.
both of those, along with the
Listen, I've
third
got a-
and Shrek 4.
No,
Shrek the
I didn't
Fourth.
go past. Listen, I only watched the first two Shreks because
He's
that's what
also
I'm in
got
for.
both Puss in Boots.
You're gonna want to buy the first season of Everybody Loves Raymond.
Jesus Christ, Dirt! God damn it, dude! Why do you have that? The first
It's beautiful
season?
box set.
I mean, it is nice. It almost looks like the House DVDs. Have you ever seen the House DVD box sets?
Now,
It looks
I would
exactly
not be
like
selling
it.
the house DVDs. I
I
really
have
didn't want
them
to sell
all.
it.
I have all the
I didn't want-
DVDs of House. I have seasons 1 through 9 of House.
I
or
might-
whatever they
I
are.
might-
Yeah, I think there's 9.
I might unlist this bad boy. So,
Why? No, get rid of that shit, dude. That shit is tainting your house.
well, I'll show you something that's tainting my house. This is season 3. Season 3 of Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, that's no good. Throw that out too. Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Open that up. Take all the DVDs out, and then put all the Everybody Loves Raymond DVDs into that one,
That would be good.
and then sell it.
That would be good.
Yes.
And then I just got regular run-of-the-mill DVDs over here too. I got like Charlie
People
Brown and
love
Star
mystery
Wars.
boxes nowadays. You could do that. Just like have different packaging on the outside, and just say mystery DVDs.
Yeah,
And
but
you're
those
like,
are always
oh shit, Game of
Yeah,
Thrones, and then
the
you
one-
open it up, and it's nope, it's season 1 of Everybody Loves Raymond.
the ones on eBay are all scams.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
those are just items that people can't sell, and they're like mystery box, and then it's just filled with junk.
yeah, it's just someone pooped in a box.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I just diarrheaed all over this box. You want to buy it?
All right, I'm getting out of here. Let's get out of here. Everybody go to the eBay store, buy Mummy DVDs.
Oh, I got some crazy VHSs down here.
check
these
out-
out.
All right, one last item from Dirt. Let's look at this last item.
These are pre-Disney Pocahontas and Snow White. These are not made by Disney. How did they get their name on these? They're keying out because Disney's censoring
Oh,
them.
weird. Okay, so they're like The Adventures of Pocahontas, Indian Princess, Good Times, and then the other one is Enchanted Tales, Snow White.
Yep, these are made by Good Times Film. Oh no, this one's Golden Films.
You think maybe it's like a religious thing? Because I know a lot of times.
Dude, Pocahontas is straight up 12, and John Smith is like 40 years old. The pictures of this.
Jesus
This is crazy.
Christ.
This is crazy.
I don't know. I've never watched that version.
Oh no, this came out in '94. I don't remember. Both of these came out in '94. So this
Holy
is
shit.
after Snow White. This is after Snow White.
Yeah, way after.
Well, maybe it had reached public domain at one point, and everybody was just like, "We gotta get this." Oh wait, check this out.
I don't know about that.
The Disney versions of Pocahontas and Snow White. I got those too.
Oh yeah, beside one another. Yeah. Weird.
So if you want to start a VHS collection, you could buy these four for probably what's on my store for probably $12 for all four of these.
Yeah.
Honestly, I probably these are the weird DVD, the weird VHSs are probably worth more. I probably have them up there for more. It's
Yeah.
been a while since I lifted those.
Yeah, I mean, I would think so because they're so odd. And it's like, what's on there? You know, that's probably lost media. You're like that's probably on r/lost media. You know, if you comb through that, some of those VHSs, especially the weird Pocahontas one.
Oh, you think so? You think I should put this
Probably.
on the internet?
I think if you ripped it and put it on the internet, someone would be like, "Oh shit, I haven't seen this in forever." Like,
Yeah.
like I doubt that's not like no one ripped that to the internet yet because I don't even think they were supposed to make it. That's why they were selling VHSs of it.
Nobody's ever seen this.
All right, House Assembly, guys. Sunday, 9:00 right here. Slipper House Extra YouTube
That's some shit
channel.
from me.
Dirt, Josh, Clams. Here for you
Oh,
every
yeah.
Sunday. Like, subscribe, enjoy. And we'll be back. Bye.